Ventura homeowners, listen up. This one is important. The state of California recently released updated fire maps. These fire maps show which cities, neighborhoods, and even individual homes are located within high or very high fire severity zones. These new maps added nearly 4 million Californians and several hundred Ventura homeowners. I'm going to show you the maps and which Ventura neighborhoods were added, but first, if you were added, this means that you may now be subject to an array of additional building codes, defensible space, and real estate disclosure rules. If you'd like to have a more nuanced conversation about what that means for you and your specific situation, send me a private message. I'm always happy to talk. Now let's look at these maps. Here is the city of Ventura, the red hash marks across mostly the Ventura hillsides and over on the avenue there. That is the old map. You can essentially drag this cursor across the city of Ventura to see the old map compared to the new map. The new map is shown with the red, orange, and yellow colors across the city of Ventura. The old rule of thumb used to be that if you were north of Foothill or Poli, it was safe to assume that you were in a high or very high fire severity zone. Now, as we'll see, those fire zones extend beyond Foothill and Poli in certain parts of the city. Let's cruise over to the east end of town. This is Kimball, where it intersects with the 126 at the lower part of the map, and Foothill Road towards the top part of the map. You can see the old fire zone there, and now as I drag the cursor across the screen, it is extending down into the presidential tracks there. Moving a little further west and looking at the college area, you can see, again, the fire zones are now extending well south of Foothill Road. This is dipping down, touching the college in some areas. So there's a lot of homes that are in this area. Definitely, if you purchase a home here, if you're living here now, you're going to want to understand how this might impact you. Here is Midtown. Now, previously, the fire maps did extend a little bit down into the Coonan tract. You can see, though, with these new fire maps, it is significantly moving further south into that Coonan tract and looking a little bit further west towards the high school. Again, that fire zone is just really pushing further south down towards Main Street. I want to show you the avenue, but before I do, let's look real quick here kind of at the downtown area. You can see that the fire zone is extending all the way to the 101 freeway and a little bit further south than that too. Over to the avenue, again, back to, kind of general rule of thumbs. The old fire maps, if you were on the east side of the avenue up against the foothill, that was the fire zone. But if you're on the west side of the avenue, you're generally okay and not considered to be in the fire zone. But now, as I'm dragging this cursor across the screen, you can see that the fire zone is really spreading across the avenue. If you'd like to play with this map yourself and determine whether your home was included in these new fire zones or not, again, that link to this website that I'm playing on right now will be down in the comments. You can also always send me a private message and I'll send over some additional resources if you're interested.